Welcome back to Iran Daily Newsfeed. I'm Kate and let's have a look at today's news. Iranian monarchist Reza Mohammad Hosseini has been denied the right to make telephone calls in ICBHR prison. According to reports, the jailed monarchist is deprived of calling home after inmates protested against prison's critical conditions during officials' visit. He's serving his 7 years prison term for alleged assembly and collusion against the Islamic Republic and insulting the supreme leader. Dozens of monarchists are being jailed in the Islamic Republic's prison, and they are often boycotted by the media. A math teacher in Fars province, southern Iran, died of suicide after failing to prepare the loan application's conditions. The situation of educators in Iran, half of whom are women, is way below the minimum international standards. With masters and PhDs, the Iranian teachers are paid a small salary. The Iranian educators are not able to earn their living without a second and even a third job. There is no appreciation and respect for the work of teachers in the country under the cleric ruling. The police chief says more than 1 ton of orphan has been discovered in Kerman, southeastern region. They have discovered that morphine shipment was packed to illegally be exported abroad. The driver was arrested, however, no more details were reported. The commander has also added at least 92 tons of illegal drugs have been seized this year. Millions of dollars of medicines are imported into Iran annually, but the regime's apologists in West countries claim sanctions imposed on Tehran are the main reason for drug shortages in the country. Yet, officials in Iran have continuously emphasized 80% of Iranians' problems are caused by mismanagement and corruption, and not the sanctions. According to state-run news, at least $860 million worth of medicine has been imported to Iran in the first 9 months of the Iranian calendar year. The figure, however, has been decreased to 5.7% comparing last year, but this has not been caused by sanctions. Reported by the Iranian Kashim statistics, 839,000 tons of fruit and garden products worth nearly $869 million have also been imported to Iran during the first 9 months of the Iranian calendar year. The products imported were bananas, oil, tea, turmeric, pepper, coffee, fruit juices, and spices. In a statement, the Iranian Americans for Liberty call on President Joe Biden and U.S. Secretary of State Blinken and members of Congress to demand Toomai Salehi's release by the Islamic Republic. The statement is as follows. The Iranian Americans for Liberty strongly condemn the Islamic Republic of Iran for arresting famous Iranian rapper and activist Toomai Salehi on September 13, 2021. This heinous act by the IRI is consistent with their malign behavior over the last 4 decades of arresting, silencing, and executing brave Iranian citizens who risked their lives to speak out against the IRI and their apologists in the West, such as the National Iranian American Council, or NIAC. From turning off the internet during protests to censoring the voices of Iranians on social media to executing high-profile Iranian citizens such as Navid Afghari to arresting Toomai. The IRI has shown us time and time again that they don't support freedom of speech, which is a basic human right. The Islamic Republic is the enemy of artistic expression. For over 4 decades, it has imposed Islamist ideology on artists with an iron fist. No amount of pandering and blatant lies by fellow Western artists would cover this bloody record. Toomai is but the latest victim of a regime that does everything to extinguish the hope for change and will do whatever is necessary to maintain its grip on power. We are calling on President Biden, Secretary Blinken, and members of Congress from both sides of the aisle to speak out on this issue and to demand Toomai is released immediately. Turkey is adding 242 kilometers more to its security wall along the border with Iran in the eastern province of Van to curtail migration. Turkish Interior Minister Süleyman Soylu on September 15th said, "We will add another 242 kilometers to the 221-kilometer we have erected so far at the border with Iran in the east." Hurriyet Daily News quoted the Interior Minister. That was all for today. Thank you for the privilege of your time.